Yeah, you know what I'm like with technology.
You're doing well here, mate.
Just like,
You've got something on screen. I'm well impressed here.
I did ask the children in the class to help me do this. That's my test audience.
Really?
We laughed a little bit. So.
Oh, hello.
Oh.
If I had known this room had all of this, we might have said no.
We just stayed here.
I'll let you into a little secret. On Monday, you were outside here, weren't you? Both of you two.
Oh.
What, were you up here?
Were we?
And I just came out of the tube with my laptop, and I saw you lot in the distance, and I was like, what do I do now?
Well, did we have a meeting?
Yeah, we had a meeting over here, yeah.
And then I just had, the bus stop was literally here. I was like, should I just tell them? No, and I just ducked behind it. And then I went to the other side of it, and as you walked past, I saw your sleeve and your voice. I went around the other side like. CIA style.
Look at you, you little spy. I'm impressed.
Okay, let's now. So obviously, yeah, this is it's been a long time coming, isn't it, Neil? Really, so you know, best man, got the privilege of doing a speech, and obviously have a few jokes at Neil's expense. All right. At that point, I'd like to thank Charlie for a lot of this because he has contributed.
I need to revisit my best man speech on you. What's happening?
The photos, Neil.
Oh God.
So, I would like just to, because obviously, like, I know all of you know Neil very well now, and loads of you, like Steph, you've known Neil and Mel for what, 20 years going on. Does anyone want to say some adjectives how they would describe Neil? Just as an initial snapshot.
Horizontal.
That might feature a bit later on.
We're not asking like what that means.
He drives.
He's not married, yeah.
Organised.
Organised. Oh, I didn't think that was going to come up, but
Lightweight. Lightweight, yeah.
I said lightweight. Remember that for the video. Yeah.
No, he's kind and caring.
No, we ought to be nice to him.
He's supportive.
Oh, it's alright.
It's backfiring.
It was his wedding speech and I was the exact opposite. It was a good
We've
time.
seen him drunk.
No. I think if you were to sort of not parts of Neil's qualities, you know, definitely a lot of fun. A very social lad. You know, he's kind of and real full of energy. You know, he's the kind of person you want around. Now, I don't know if any of you commute or you travel in rush hour, but I know that experience when you're on the tube in the rat race and you see people just, they've had their very soul and spirit sucked out of them, haven't they? They look grey and sort of listless, like, you know. I experienced that when I was on the tube the other day. Now, Neil, I'd like to say, is not like this. You can see Neil in his morning commute, full of energy, bright, vibrant, definitely good for a joke, as you can see there. You know, someone that you really want to be around, yeah. Now, when you are around Neil, I think just like we all are now, you've all just got a smile, haven't you? You know, especially the way he is.
Oh God.
And as you can see there, that is Charlie's wedding. And you know, everyone is certainly smiling around him, very happy.
Except for that bridesmaid.
Yes.
Oh my God, I haven't heard about her.
Yeah, I think you tried to grind her.
No. Audience participation is very welcome at this stage. But yeah, you can see everyone's quite smiling. The interesting thing, not many of you will know, apart from my uncle and auntie over here, but Neil was a child. He didn't eat curry. He couldn't really speak our Mauritian language at all, or understand it. Not that I'm very good at it either. But he certainly does. Don't you think, Uncle? He's got the Mauritian Sega dance going on. So yeah. Now, although you can see everyone's sort of getting drawn towards Neil, haven't you? You know, they're all, he's like a magnet, isn't he? Now, I just want to warn you, this can actually be dangerous for your health. Now, I don't know if this guy actually knows you or not. But you've got a pretty strong vice-like grip on the fella.
And he's got a big smile as well there.
I don't know if he's smiling in fear, sweat, or...
It's not the first time.
Not the first time.
What are you doing?
He's shaving
You should be worried at this
Ciara,
time.
when I was trawling for the photos, that was just one of several I could have used.
Don't worry, darling, I know a good lawyer.
Yeah, 2 years you get to do another. But yeah, so you've got Neil there, but obviously you can see a lot of energy, a lot of buzz about Neil. But that can certainly take its toll on him. That's a very familiar pose. Yeah, very familiar.
We've all looked like that. We've all looked like that. Don't worry.
You've mentioned sleep before. Now, I did ask a couple of Neil's uni mates, Bill and Mitz, what stories you've got about Neil. And a lot of it I just could not use at all. But one thing they did say is sleep is a big thing. Like you've mentioned your speech, I suspect a lot of you already know about Neil. So Neil has been reported as sleeping upright against a lamppost. He's actually fallen asleep in a nightclub as well, which I guess is not that unusual really, except that he was sleeping upright against a speaker. Hot music's like blaring out. So yeah, in fact, one of our cousins, Nevin, that's Uncle Vision's son, that's man's son. He said Neil was like a marine because he can just sleep in any condition, no matter what's going around him. He can actually sleep well.
He was asleep last night, actually.
There you can see, that's Neil asleep. I guess this is that executive stress they're all suffering up in the city, isn't it? So there you go.
I don't know where our billions went.
But after a hard day's work, he'll sort of get his commute home. It tells me he wears a dress just to guarantee he gets a seat on the train.
You're loving this, huh? I look good.
You are in love with him.
Oh, my face is hurting.
I don't know if you've experienced it when you are, when you're on the train, and you've got that train sort of rocking, isn't it? You get that lullaby feeling, don't you? And your eyelids, they start to feel a bit heavy, don't they? And then afterwards your head starts to rock and nod forward, and you can almost, you get that point, you get to that brink where you're almost floating into an abyss, like you're sinking to an abyss, but it's a nice abyss because you're about to just fall asleep, but something, like your neck just like that, then it jolts you up and you kind of just straighten your face out and then you're all back to normal, aren't you? Yeah? Now, I think that this jolt up is just your neck, it's just protecting itself, isn't it? Because otherwise you'd be like that. And you'll end up when you go to the chiropractor or the doctors or something. Now, I must say that Neil is actually is broken all boundaries on this. He's the Dalai Lama of sleep. Right? So one day we're all in our kitchen and there's like loads of us cousins. We're not as lively as the Lavers, but there was about 8 of us or so. And we're all chatting away, and suddenly we realise Neil's not talking, and he's just like this, just asleep like that, and you can actually have his neck in that position for hours, like no problem. All right. Now I've got a little video just to illustrate this. This was on a Friday night, so obviously Neil's had a hard week at work, as you've seen in the previous picture. And we're in a restaurant, and this is just opposite Tower London, so you can imagine Friday night, very hectic, very noisy. Alright, now I just have to locate this.
Hello.
Nice little. Yeah.
So a bit more preview there.
Oh.
Hopefully the sound.
Oh, good work.
Is the music?
Yeah, no,
Oh, you got it on?
yeah, Max.
Oh, it's coming up now. Cool.
Should we walk in? You walk in?
No, it doesn't really matter if the music's.
Is it on at the wall?
Oh, maybe.
What? Is it blanked?
But that's Keith's hand, and he's just tickled Neil's ear.
Ah, that's the reason.
Oh.
It's alright.
Thanks for this, man.
This is amazing.
Good work.
And you can see the head nod now. He's building up to his little right angle. That's me laughing at the video. Thinking brilliant, use this one.
This is amazing.
Oh, look at that!
Yeah!
I think they serve you breakfast in the morning with that.
That wasn't even the stag do, I'm sorry.
You are drunk, aren't you?
Oh God! Yeah! Oh my God, my face
That
hurts.
is amazing.
Oh, that's
Okay.
Oh, not
So, it's more.
enough.
Yeah, nothing
Oh
a bit of dress.
But Neil, just give a stand up, because obviously if you look at Neil now, he's dressed, let's face it, he's looking pretty hot.
Yeah!
Now, I'd just like to say thanks to Ciara for sorting it out. Because if you look at this picture, I don't know if the time when Paris was done was fashionable, but he's obviously nailed it.
You know what? That was only a couple of years ago from
What jump? Oh, parrots!
Sweaters.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Neil, sometimes excuse yourself, yeah?
I do that, that's my regular sweater. I wear it every Thursday.
No.
And we've got a lovely one.
Yeah!
And then,
God!
this is my personal favourite. I don't know if you know, you get those shops where you got, I think it's Abercrombie and Fitch, I think, where you've got the guys who walk around just with a pair of jeans on and looking like really, there's some shop that does it anyway, but this is something I located from the old pictures from a while ago.
Oh my God!
Jones. Where are you? Where are you?
That was in Mauritius, I think.
Hey man.
I don't know whether I'm sort of celebrating, yes, I'm going to use this in 10 years' time or not, but I'm looking really happy with myself.
You're the next Tarzan then, Neil.
Thanks, cheers!
Yeah, but,
dress though, it's always
You can see Dad in the background.
Look at those eyes. You look well like your dad in that picture, not the other way.
but you know, joking aside, I know we've had a bit of a joke at your expense there. This is a bit of a, well,
Gotta, should
I've got to say it.
Do I have to?
Yeah. But no, in all honesty, mate, you know, I am so lucky to have you as well, without a doubt. And Mum told me a story. Apparently, when I was 5 years old, her brother, Uncle Gallagher, came over for a holiday, and since that time, I was saying to Mum, "Oh, I want a brother. Oh, you've got a brother. Why don't I get a brother? Why don't I get a brother?" And you know, I'm so pleased that actually that's happened, because I can't imagine my life without you on the scene. I think everyone in this room will say that Neil is generous to a fault, without a doubt. And I know certainly for the people you care about, the people in this room, you know, I feel very honoured. Like if I look at Alana, me, Mum, Dad, you know, now Ciara, you know, you will do your utmost to support us, and whatever you can do to help, you will do. There's no two ways about it. And although we all knew that you're a lovely fella, obviously the first day you're meeting up with the, I'm trying to say it right, the Lavers, I think it was right.
Yeah.
The Lavers, obviously a big moment, and obviously I can imagine how you must have felt knowing that this family, they're quite a lively bunch, which is good fun, definitely. Ciara told me about how you were really nervous, weren't you?
Yeah.
The first day, and obviously we're all like that, aren't we? We're going to meet in-laws, everyone's like that. And I know for you, Ciara, your family is so important to you. You want your loved one and all your loved ones to get along and have that special relationship. One thing I must say, that the few times I've actually, you know, it's really nice we're all together today. I'd love there'd be a lot more of it. But every time I've seen Neil out with you lot, there's always been, you can see there's that special bond there. It's really, really nice to, you know, I can't really tell the story too well about what happened with you, but you know,
Yeah, go ahead. It's all right. Yeah.
No, because I can't really put the emotion into it. It's hard, isn't it? You know. But safe to say, I didn't script this in, but safe to say that was the day when I think it was in Southend, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we went up there. I don't know if you realised, because it cracked me up, because I thought, oh, Neil's obviously wants to impress the in-laws, you know, come out and support his daughter, watch it. And lo and behold, what was Neil doing in the actual seats? Falling asleep while Ciara was drumming.
I was so nervous about it.
Yeah. But you don't know that basically Ciara was doing a show in Southend and she was drumming, and me, Neil and Alana went up to meet Erin and Paul and to watch Ciara do drumming, and so Neil fell asleep during the actual show itself, which I didn't think was that great.
I mean, it was a shit
but in form with the traditional, you know.
It was fortunate. I'd met you both before then, hadn't I?
Yeah.
Thank God for that.
You've done groundwork already, luckily.
Yeah.
And I think then afterwards, it's normally, when it comes to packing the drums afterwards, that's normally, you know, you two, and you've got that sync, haven't you? You know what you're doing, don't you? But obviously Neil was just woken up and didn't have a clue what you're doing, and put things in the wrong order in the wrong place. And Paul's pride and joy. What is it? You did. I did get the Astra, wasn't it?
Astra convertible.
Convertible. So obviously you've seen the way those things. It's very complicated. The way the things all go back and the boot retracts and everything else. Neil just put a spanner in the works and dumped the drum right in the middle of all the works. It all cracked and crushed, didn't it? I did. You know what, Neil? At the time, I think, oh yeah, they're really nice. They'll get them really well. But then I said to Lance, I went, Neil didn't really look himself at the end of the night. He looked and Paul seemed a bit edgy as well, didn't I? But you made it. But going back to the original about this first time Neil meeting the Lavers, and I think oh, go on, sorry.
No, we won't go on.
Carry on.
We don't need to relive the moment anymore.
The car is okay. It's fine now.
Unless you look closely.
It's fine. Let's not talk about it anymore.
Leave it.
Show a car, damn it.
But I might have got this wrong, but so I asked Ciara for a bit of background stuff before. But Ciara was like really nervous about you all meeting up and liking Neil, and she actually said that the big test was you. Is I hope I get your name right, Andrea, is it? Yeah. Andrea is, I've panicked about that for so long. Andrea, is she going to like Neil? And the next day after meeting up, I think you were having a really nice evening and stuff, and then Ciara was in bed, and I'm not going to do the accent, but you call her kids, don't you?
Yeah.
and Ciara was in bed, and then you got into bed with her, and you just said, "Kids, I really like him," and I think that meant the world to her, knowing, you know, that he's good enough to pass your test, basically. So that's, you know. So yeah, and me and Neil actually have a very similar touching moment involving, you know, emotional moment involving Ciara. So I was on the phone to Neil, just brother chat. Neil said, "Oh yeah, I'm going out with this girl for second date, just like for a meal. She's a drummer." And I was like, "All right, okay, Neil City drummer. Well, okay, let's see what happens."
That's so funny.
The following day, the following 2 days, I went, "Oh, how'd you get on with the girl then?" And I didn't, you know, Ciara and stuff. And he goes, "Oh yeah, I really like her. She eats ribs with her fingers." So,
Yeah, baby.
Yes, you do, darling.
Is he supposed to eat ribs?
Yes, exactly.
I'm with you.
Ask for Hammond, and then you'll have a different question.
The reason why I bring the story up, it just cracks me up, is Neil's selection of what makes good wife material. Eat ribs with her fingers. But apart from that being your #1 quality, Ciara, you know, I think for me, for definite, your laugh is just so infectious. Whenever I really look forward to, even when you're coming down to spend time with like Mum, Dad, Ilana, you know, we're all together, or we come to London to see you, and I know for definite at some point I will be holding my stomach just in tears of laughter. High five virtual for your pony joke. It is brilliant. What? You know the pony joke? If you've forgotten it, ask her about a pony joke later.
Alright.
Okay. You cracked it about 12.
There's a face of someone who knows what you're talking about.
I will tell you later.
I'll get there.
I will tell you later, yeah?
I'll make it slow.
But, and actually, I think, you've clocked it, haven't you? Or not? Someone said something now, okay. Do you know now?
Oh, the nervous one? No, I was doing something else.
No, oh, okay.
Alright.
But also, I think you've brought out another side to Neil as well, which he's mentioned in his speech. There's a little picture here which just shows, because Neil can be quite a serious character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? And it was my birthday only a couple of months ago, and for the first time in about 25 years, Neil actually rang up with you two on the phone and sang happy birthday, which he's not done for years, which I don't think, but actually I thought, that's really nice of him to do, you know. So there's definitely, it's lovely the way that's come about. And
Yes, you did.
did you pause?
Oh.
You enjoyed it?
I did enjoy it. It is fun, actually.
It was great. It's great.
I do it for you guys.
You forget.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. But I just want to finish by saying, Ciara, I think your beauty, both inside and out, anyone who knows you or meets you, even for that briefest interaction, it just comes flooding through. And that's why I love the fact that you two have got together, because you're such a lovely person, and you two are proper made for each other. And although Charlie's probably going to get a lot of grief, I think you need to thank him, because he took this picture. And I think that really sums you up. So I would just like to raise a glass and you know, wishing you every happiness in your future, in your beautiful life. So.
Thank you. Every happiness. Yeah. Great speech. Yeah. Woo! Nev!
I think you got off lightly.
Yeah.
You really got
You know what though?